the space where your transformation begins and your excuses end. This is your daily dose of purpose, power, and unstoppable growth. Every word here is designed to shift your mindset, supercharge your life, and awaken the fire within. Whether you're here to master your mindset, break old limits, or step into your greatness, you've arrived at the right place. So get ready to elevate, because at peak motivation, we don't just inspire, we ignite change. If you've ever felt stuck, uninspired, or just know deep down that you're meant for more, this is the message you need to hear. Watching this daily will rewire your thinking, reignite your purpose, and realign your energy with unstoppable success. Every word is crafted to transform your mindset, strengthen your discipline, and unlock the powerful version of yourself that's been waiting to rise. Don't just watch, absorb, repeat, and embody this truth. Let's change your life. Starting now. Number 1. You become what you repeatedly focus on. You become what you repeatedly focus on is not just a motivational phrase, it's a fundamental truth, backed by both ancient wisdom and modern neuroscience. The thoughts you entertain most consistently shape the lens through which you view the world, and eventually they mold your identity, behaviors, and results. When your mind is constantly occupied by doubt, fear, or limitation, your reality begins to reflect those very things. You hesitate, you procrastinate, and you unconsciously sabotage your potential because your focus reinforces a mindset of lack or defeat. But the beautiful thing is, the opposite is also true. When you train your focus on positivity, growth, possibility, and purpose, your actions begin to align with those empowering thoughts. Suddenly, opportunities become more visible. Your energy becomes magnetic, and your resilience grows because your mind is aligned with expansion rather than contraction. Your focus is like a flashlight in a dark room. Whatever you point it toward becomes the center of your experience, even if there's more beyond it. This is why people who constantly think about problems rarely see solutions, and people who dwell on what's missing never feel fulfilled, because their attention is stuck in scarcity mode. But if you focus daily on gratitude, your brain gets wired to see blessings. If you focus on discipline, your habits strengthen. If you focus on abundance, you start attracting ideas, people, and events that match that frequency. This isn't wishful thinking, it's the law of mental magnetism. What you feed your mind becomes your belief system, and your belief system becomes your filter for all decisions. So if you want to change your life, change what you focus on. Not once in a while, but consistently. Replace the inner dialogue of I can't with I am learning. Swap I'm stuck with I'm growing through this. Direct your attention to your goals every day. Visualize the outcome you want, feel the emotions of already achieving it, and take action aligned with that vision. Keep your mental spotlight on what empowers you, not what disempowers you. This isn't about ignoring reality. It's about choosing which part of reality you want to magnify. Every day you wake up with a choice to focus on what's possible or what's painful, on your future or your failures, on what lifts you or what limits you. The people who change their lives are not always the most talented. They are simply those who master the art of focus. They understand that thoughts repeated become beliefs. Beliefs become identity, and identity becomes destiny. So, protect your focus like your future depends on it, because it does. You are not just living your life, you are creating it moment by moment through your dominant thoughts. You are what you focus on, and you have the power to choose differently, starting now. Number 2, discipline is greater than motivation. Discipline is greater than motivation is a core truth that separates those who dream from those who achieve. Motivation is powerful, but it's also fleeting. It comes and goes like the weather, influenced by mood, energy levels, and circumstances. You can wake up today feeling inspired, ready to conquer your goals, but by tomorrow, that fire might dim due to stress, fatigue, or doubt. That's where discipline steps in. The unwavering commitment to show up, take action, and stay consistent, regardless of how you feel. Discipline is the internal agreement you make with yourself, that says, I do this because it matters, not just because I feel like it. While motivation might get you started, discipline is what keeps you moving when the excitement wears off, when the grind feels boring, when progress is slow, and when the results aren't instant. It's easy to act when you're hyped, but the people who change their lives are the ones who act even when they're not. Discipline is waking up early to work on your goals even when your body wants to stay in bed. Discipline is choosing healthy habits when your mind craves comfort and old patterns. Discipline is saying no to distractions, no to excuses, and yes to long-term rewards over short-term pleasure. It's not about being robotic. It's about being driven by a deeper purpose that doesn't depend on your emotional state. When you live with discipline, you train your mind to obey your vision rather than your feelings. You stop negotiating with procrastination and start building real habits that move you forward, slowly, steadily, powerfully. Think about anyone you admire. Athletes, entrepreneurs, monks, artists. Their results didn't come from occasional bursts of inspiration. They came from structure, repetition, and self-control. They mastered the boring, the hard, the inconvenient, and that's why they stand out. Motivation might light the fire, but discipline keeps it burning. And here's the truth. The more disciplined you become, the less you rely on motivation at all. Your actions start becoming automatic. Your confidence grows from consistency, and your mindset shifts from I hope I can to I will, no matter what. That's when real transformation happens, not in the moments you feel motivated, but in the moments you push through resistance and still do the work. Discipline is freedom. It frees you from regret, from chaos, from being controlled by your emotions. It gives you control over your destiny. So stop waiting to feel ready and start training yourself to be ready. Build the habit of doing the hard thing. Show up on the days you want to quit. Keep your promises to yourself even when no one is watching. That's how you build character. That's how you build a life. Remember, the path to your dreams isn't paved with motivation. It's built step by step with the bricks of discipline. Number 3. Every morning is a new beginning. Every morning is a new beginning is a gentle yet powerful reminder that no matter what happened yesterday, the setbacks, the mistakes, the regrets, or even the victories, today offers you a fresh chance to realign with your highest self and start again with renewed purpose. Each sunrise brings with it a sacred opportunity to reset, to release what no longer serves you, and to consciously choose who you want to be. Life is not about perfection, it's about progression. And the beauty of mornings is that they invite you to begin again, not from scratch, but from experience. You are not the same person you were yesterday. You've grown, even if just a little. And today you have the choice to show up stronger, wiser, more intentional. The morning is a blank canvas, a sacred moment when the world is quiet and your mind is still uncluttered by the noise of the day. It's in this space that clarity can emerge, not from rushing into tasks, but from honoring the silence, grounding yourself in gratitude, and reconnecting with your vision. Whether you wake up from a night of peace or a storm of thoughts, the morning says, here's another chance. What will you do with it? You are not bound by your past unless you choose to carry it. Forgive yourself for yesterday's failures and greet today with grace. You can make a different decision, take a new step, speak with more kindness, or act with more courage. The person you dream of becoming isn't found overnight. They're built in mornings, just like this, when you choose consistency over comfort and intention over autopilot. Morning routines aren't about doing more. They're about becoming more. More aligned, more conscious, more empowered. Use this time to affirm your worth, set your intentions, move your body, and speak your dreams into the atmosphere. When you begin your day from a place of presence and purpose, everything else flows more powerfully. Problems don't disappear, but your response to them strengthens. Distractions still arise, but your direction becomes clearer. and the energy you cultivate in the morning echoes into the rest of your day. So instead of dreading the alarm or rushing into the chaos, approach each morning as a divine invitation to co-create your life. Breathe in new energy. Exhale doubt. Stand in the truth that you are not behind. You are right on time. No matter how heavy your yesterday was, today does not have to carry that weight. Let go. Start anew. The sun rose for you. That breath you just took, that's life reminding you your story isn't over. The chapter isn't closed. You still have time, power and purpose, and it all begins with this moment. So take it, own it, begin again, boldly, humbly, intentionally, because every morning is not just another day. It's your chance to rise. Number 4, every morning is a new beginning. Every morning is a new beginning is more than a poetic phrase. It's a profound truth that holds the power to transform your entire life when fully embraced. Each daybreak brings with it an invisible reset button, an opportunity to leave behind the burdens of yesterday and step into the promise of today with renewed hope, clarity and purpose, no matter how difficult your past has been. The failures, the disappointments, the heartaches, or the moments where you felt like giving up. The sunrise reminds you that your story is still unfolding. You are not defined by your mistakes or limitations. You are defined by your willingness to rise again. Each morning gives you permission to reinvent yourself, to realign with your values, and to reignite your dreams. The quiet of the early hours offers a sacred space to reflect, to ground yourself in gratitude, and to plant the seeds of your intention before the world makes demands on your energy. It's a moment to reclaim your power and choose how you want to show up for yourself, your goals, and those around you. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to take one step forward with faith, whether that step is getting out of bed with purpose, writing down your goals, taking care of your health, or simply speaking words of affirmation to yourself. It matters. It's not about huge leaps every day. It's about small, consistent choices made in the stillness of morning that compound into massive transformation over time. The past cannot be undone, but your future is still unwritten, and every new morning holds the pen. Use it wisely. Choose to focus on what you can control, not what you regret. Choose to direct your thoughts toward possibility, not problems. Choose to see yourself as capable, worthy and becoming, not stuck or broken. Life will always bring challenges, but the way you greet each morning determines whether those challenges break you or build you. Begin your day by reminding yourself, I am alive. I have breath in my lungs. I have purpose, even if I can't see it clearly yet. That alone is enough to keep moving. That alone is proof that you are being given another chance to get it right, to grow, to become. Mornings are sacred because they are blank slates, untouched by the opinions of others or the chaos of the outside world. They are yours. Protect them. Use them. Rise with intention and know that no matter how slow your progress may feel, you are further than you were yesterday simply because you chose to begin again. And that choice made every single morning becomes your superpower, your quiet revolution. So honor the gift of today, let go of yesterday's weight, stand tall in this moment. The sun has risen for you, now it's your turn to rise with it. Number 5, you are stronger than your excuses. You are stronger than your excuses is a powerful truth that, once embraced, can radically transform your mindset, your habits, and ultimately your entire life. Excuses are the lies we tell ourselves to feel better about staying in our comfort zone. They're the justifications we create to avoid discomfort, challenge, or responsibility. But deep inside, there's a version of you who knows that you were made for more. More growth, more strength, more purpose. Every time you tell yourself you're too tired, too busy, not ready, or not good enough, you are reinforcing a false belief that your limitations are greater than your potential, but they're not. The reality is that every excuse you make is a wall you build between you and your greatness. And you have the power to tear down that wall by choosing action over avoidance. Strength isn't about never feeling fear or doubt. It's about doing what's necessary in spite of them. It's about showing up on the days you don't feel like it, pushing through resistance when your mind says quit, and remembering that your goals don't care how you feel. They respond only to what you do. Every time you silence an excuse and take action anyway, you prove to yourself that you are in control. Not your emotions, not your circumstances, not your past. And with every small victory over your excuses, your confidence grows, your resilience strengthens, and your belief in yourself deepens. You are not weak for having excuses. Everyone has them, but you become powerful the moment you stop letting them run your life. Whether it's waking up earlier, starting that business, getting healthier, improving your relationships, or chasing a dream that scares you, the only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is the decision to stop giving your excuses more power than your purpose. You were not created to live a life of mediocrity. You were built with a spirit of perseverance, of courage, of relentless drive. The moment you realize that your excuses are just fear wearing a mask, you can strip away the disguise and face the truth that everything you want is on the other side of consistency, not comfort. So, stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting for motivation to strike. And stop giving your excuses permission to dictate your destiny. Start moving forward, even if it's one imperfect step at a time, because progress always beats perfection. You are capable of so much more than you give yourself credit for, but you'll never see it until you stop hiding behind someday and start acting on today. You are stronger than your doubt, your fears, your procrastination, and yes, your excuses. Don't just believe it, prove it to yourself daily by doing the thing that scares you, challenge you. That's how you rise. That's how you win. Number 6, your circle determines your growth. Your circle determines your growth is a truth that echoes through every area of life. Your mindset, your energy, your ambitions, and even your belief in what's possible are deeply influenced by the people you surround yourself with. You may not realize it, but your environment is constantly shaping you, either pulling you forward into purpose or quietly holding you back in comfort and complacency. If you spend your time with people who complain, doubt, gossip, and settle, you will eventually absorb their energy and adopt their standards, even unconsciously. But if your circle is filled with individuals who push boundaries, think big, take action, and support each other's evolution, you naturally begin to elevate, because greatness becomes your new normal. The people in your life act as mirrors, reflecting what you allow, what you tolerate, and what you believe you deserve. When you're surrounded by small minds, you start shrinking your dreams to fit in. When you're around those who constantly make excuses or live in fear, you begin questioning your own boldness. But when you align yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and live with purpose, it awakens your own drive to rise. Growth isn't just about what you do, it's about who you're becoming. And who you spend time with plays a major role in that transformation. The conversations you have daily, the mindsets you witness, and the energy you exchange either feed your fire or drain your spirit. Protecting your circle isn't about arrogance. It's about alignment. It's about valuing your vision enough to choose company that nourishes it. Ask yourself, are the people closest to me encouraging my evolution or enabling my excuses? Do they celebrate my growth or feel threatened by it? Do they challenge me with truth or comfort me with limitations? Real growth requires support, but also accountability. The right circle won't let you quit on yourself. They'll call you out with love, remind you of your potential, and walk with you through the storms. And just as important as receiving that energy is offering it. Be someone who uplifts, who listens deeply, who encourages others to dream big and act boldly. As you grow, your circle may shift. Some people may fall away, and that's okay. Not everyone is meant to walk every part of your journey. Let go with grace and make space for those who match the level you're stepping into. The people you choose to share your time, your thoughts, and your energy with are either investments in your growth or costs to your potential. Choose wisely, surround yourself with doers, believers, healers, and dreamers. Keep close those who make you feel brave, seen, and capable, because your circle isn't just who you spend time with, it's who you become. And if you want to grow into your highest self, start by growing into the right environment. That's where transformation truly begins. Number 7, success starts with self-belief. Success starts with self-belief is a foundational truth that underlies every achievement, every breakthrough, and every dream turned into reality. Because no matter how talented, skilled, or knowledgeable you are, none of it matters if you don't first believe in yourself. Self-belief is the fuel that powers all meaningful action. It's the internal compass that says, I am capable, I am worthy, and I can handle whatever comes my way. Without it, even the clearest goals can feel unreachable, and the simplest steps forward can seem impossible. But when you believe in yourself, you activate a force within you that turns doubt into determination, fear into focus, and failure into fuel. It's not about arrogance or thinking you're better than others. It's about knowing that you have value, that your ideas matter, and that you are more than your past, more than your mistakes, and more than your circumstances. Every successful person you admire didn't start with all the answers. They started with the inner decision that they could figure it out, that they were worthy of trying, and that they deserved a shot at something greater. Self-belief doesn't mean you never feel afraid. It means you trust yourself enough to move forward despite the fear. It's a good one. It means you see rejection as redirection, not defeat. It means you don't wait for the world to approve of you before you begin. You validate your own work through consistent action, discipline, and courage. And the beautiful truth, self-belief is not something you're born with. It's something you build. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, every time you show up when it's hard, every time you choose growth over comfort, your confidence expands and your belief in yourself strengthens. Success doesn't begin when others see your greatness. It begins the moment you do. Your thoughts about yourself create the foundation of your future. If you tell yourself you're not good enough, you'll hold back, self-sabotage, and settle for less. But if you tell yourself you are growing, improving, and capable, you'll step into rooms you once felt unworthy of, take chances you once feared, and turn possibilities into progress. Your mindset becomes your reality, and self-belief is the gateway to unlocking everything you desire. Because no matter how big your dream is, if you don't believe you can do it, you won't even try. But once you start believing, truly believing, you become unstoppable. Because nothing is more powerful than a mind convinced of its own potential. So speak to yourself with love, encouragement, and truth. Silence the voice of doubt with the voice of faith. Look in the mirror and see not who you've been, but who you're becoming. Let your belief be louder than your fear, more persistent than your excuses, and stronger than your setbacks. Because at the root of all success is this one unwavering decision. I believe in me. And that belief is where everything begins. Number 8. The pain you avoid is the door to your breakthrough. The pain you avoid is the door to your breakthrough is a powerful truth that reveals why many people stay stuck. Not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they run from discomfort, delay difficult decisions, and resist the very challenges designed to shape them. Pain, whether emotional, mental, or physical, is often seen as something to fear or avoid. But in reality, it's one of life's most honest teachers. Inside the struggle lies your strength. Behind the fear is your freedom. The discomfort you run from is the very thing holding the key to your next level. Growth doesn't happen in comfort zones. It happens in the fire, in the pressure, in the tension of change. When you choose to face the pain, whether it's confronting your past, having hard conversations, facing rejection, owning your failures, or sitting in silence with your insecurities, you begin to uncover hidden layers of resilience, clarity, and self-worth that were buried beneath avoidance. Avoiding pain doesn't protect you. It imprisons you. It keeps you repeating cycles that you know are no longer serving you. It delays healing, it prevents transformation, and it creates a life that feels safe on the outside but suffocating on the inside. On the other hand, when you lean into the pain, not to suffer but to understand it, you start to gain wisdom, strength, and emotional mastery. You stop reacting to life and start responding with power. You begin to realize that pain was never your enemy. It was your wake-up call, your mirror, your guide, pointing to where healing and change are needed. The breakthrough you seek in your career, your relationships, your health, or your purpose won't come from running away. It comes when you finally face the storm, when you stop numbing and start feeling, when you stop avoiding and start owning your truth. The things you've been afraid to feel or face are not the end of you. They are the beginning of a deeper, more powerful, more authentic version of you. Pain stretches you. It humbles you. It deepens your compassion. It clarifies what matters. And it prepares you for the weight of the blessings you've been praying for. So don't run anymore. Don't hide behind distractions, denial, or delay. Walk toward the pain with courage, knowing that on the other side is liberation, wisdom, and a version of you that fear could never build. The obstacle is the way, the wound is the womb of transformation, and the very thing you've been trying to avoid is the sacred threshold of your breakthrough. Your life won't change by avoiding what hurts. It will change when you rise to meet it, learn from it, and allow it to make you unshakable. Remember, diamonds are formed under pressure, and so are you. Let the pain shape you, not shatter you, because it's not your punishment, it's your passage to purpose. Number 8. Vision without action is just a dream. Vision without action is just a dream, is a sobering reminder that no matter how vivid, powerful, or inspiring your vision is, it remains nothing more than a fantasy if it's not backed by consistent, deliberate action. So many people have powerful ideas, clear goals, and dreams that light up their soul. They talk about them, visualize them, even plan for them, but without execution, none of it becomes real. A vision is only the seed. Action is the water, the sunlight, the nurturing process that allows that seed to grow into something tangible. The world is full of people with untapped potential, not because they lack talent or insight, but because they never moved beyond the dreaming phase. They waited for the right time, for more motivation, for perfect conditions, and in doing so, watched their vision fade into regret. The truth is, action is what separates wishful thinkers from world changers. Dreams don't work unless you do. You can visualize success every morning, write your goals in the most beautiful journal, and talk about your future with passion. But if you aren't taking consistent steps, no matter how small, you are simply indulging in an illusion. Real progress is messy, uncomfortable, and filled with uncertainty, but it's also where transformation lives. Your vision is meant to inspire action, not replace it. Even imperfect action builds momentum. Even failing forward teaches more than standing still. And every tiny move in the direction of your vision sends a powerful message to your subconscious. I believe in this. I believe in me. That belief, reinforced through action, becomes unstoppable. It's not about doing everything at once. It's about doing something every day that brings you closer. Make the call, write the page, learn the skill, build a habit, take the risk, push the boundary, discipline yourself to do the work, especially when it's inconvenient, especially when motivation runs low, because your future self isn't shaped by the dreams you dream at night. It's built in the moments when you decide to act, even when no one is watching, even when the path feels unclear. Vision gives your life direction, but action gives it momentum and meaning. It's how you turn goals into growth, intention into impact, and hope into results. So stop waiting for permission or perfection. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Every single day, let your vision be your North Star, but let your actions be the steps that carry you toward it. Dreaming is beautiful, but doing is transformation. And when you commit to action, no matter how small, you stop merely dreaming about your best life. You begin living it. Because at the end of the day, it's not what you imagined that changes your life. It's what you did with that vision that defines your legacy. Number 9. Gratitude transforms everything. The gratitude transforms everything is not just a feel-good phrase. It's a profound shift in perspective that has the power to elevate every area of your life, from your mental and emotional well-being to your relationships, career, and spiritual growth. When you practice gratitude consistently, you begin to see the world through a lens of abundance rather than lack. You stop focusing on what's missing, what's broken, or what's wrong, and you begin to appreciate what's working, what's present, and what's beautiful, even in the midst of challenges. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to find meaning, lessons, and blessings, even in the struggle. It shifts your energy from complaint to contentment, from stress to serenity, from fear to faith. When you wake up with gratitude, you start your day anchored in positivity rather than pressure. Instead of being consumed by your to-do list or worries, you feel grounded in the truth that you already have so much to be thankful for. Your breath, your body, your opportunities, your loved ones, your growth. Gratitude is a powerful emotional reset. It brings you back to the present moment, the only place where true peace and joy exist. It improves your relationships because when you appreciate others, you speak to them with more kindness, listen with more patience, and love with more intention. It strengthens your mindset because it teaches you to reframe obstacles as opportunities and delays as divine timing. Gratitude transforms challenges into teachers and turns waiting into preparation. It magnetizes more of what you desire, because when you're thankful for what you already have, you become a match for abundance. You stop chasing joy and start cultivating it from within. Science even backs this truth. Studies show that gratitude reduces anxiety, improves sleep, boosts resilience, and increases overall happiness. But beyond all the research, the real power of gratitude lies in its simplicity. It's available to everyone, anytime, and it costs nothing but attention. When you live with a grateful heart, you walk lighter, you breathe deeper, and you rise higher. Life becomes richer not because your circumstances are perfect, but because your perception has shifted. And when you practice gratitude daily, whether through journaling, silent reflection, or simply speaking thanks out loud, you begin to rewire your brain to notice the good more naturally. You become someone who doesn't take life for granted, who honors the small moments, who finds joy in the ordinary. That is transformation. Not a change in what you have, but a change in how you see what you have. So no matter where you are or what you're facing, pause and give thanks. For the lessons, for the love, for the growth. Gratitude won't remove every problem, but it will change the way you carry them. It won't erase the pain, but it will remind you of your power. And most importantly, it will unlock a deeper, more fulfilling and more meaningful way to live. Gratitude doesn't just change what you see, it changes you. As you come to the end of this message, remember that true transformation doesn't happen in one moment of motivation. It happens in the daily decision to rise, to believe, to act, and to grow, no matter how you feel or what obstacles stand in your way. Watch this every day, not just to feel inspired, but to remind yourself of who you truly are. Powerful beyond measure, worthy of greatness, and capable of achieving anything you set your heart and mind to. Let every morning be a new beginning. Silence your excuses, believe in yourself, surround yourself with growth, and take bold action toward your vision. Embrace the pain, lean into your purpose, stay grounded in gratitude, and never forget that you are the author of your own story. You have everything you need within you right now. Don't wait for the perfect moment, create it. And now as we close, I offer this prayer for your journey. May you be guided by clarity, strengthened by faith, protected by grace, and fueled by unwavering purpose. May every step you take be blessed, every challenge refine you, and every day bring you closer to the life you were born to live. Stay focused, stay faithful, and never stop becoming the best version of you. Amen.